I
Hey there,
do.
everybody. Welcome back to
Hi.
the stream. How is everybody doing today? Megan said I do for some reason. Don't worry about it. That was caught on stream, Megan, just so you know. We're just talking about a little something, and I was like, Megan, you gotta be quick. And then she was actually really slow and didn't
I
really
was
say it in
not
time.
slow.
Megan, even when I said you have to be quick, you were still like, yeah, I do.
No.
Okay, anyway, hold on. I gotta move a thing here. But yeah, gonna be doing some more Ghost Trick today. I think this should be very fun. Because Ghost Trick is enjoyable. I really enjoyed what I played last time, and I'm sure today will be absolutely no different. I'm sure it'll be just as good today. Now, before we begin, I do just want to say we did indeed get another follower. When we raided Deity's friend the other day, he was really chill, actually. I really liked him. We got a raid from one of his... Well, not a raid. We got a follow from one of his followers. Boop. So there we go. Snowy Rose. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everything is going well. And thank you for the boop. Alright, so anyway, onwards to Ghost Trick. Megan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so what's chapter select? I'm just kind of curious. I assume I can back out of it, right? I don't want to get locked into it.
Yeah. I don't think it locks you into it. No, I think it
Okay,
just
well,
lets you
that's...
pick if you want to like play the game from a certain point. I don't really see why you
okay,
want
so
to
it's
do
a
that.
chapter thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Alright, so we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue and have some more fun. Start from this time frame? I think the answer is yes. Hey, Bass Backwards, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? Trick time. So, last I saw, I need to do a thing here at the junkyard. Quite a thing,
Yes.
huh? This case. Yeah, one of our own. A murderer. Heads will roll over this. And she's a rookie, too. Oh, she got framed. Okay. I heard she was carrying out some crazy investigation? Rookies aren't given crazy assignments like that. Not even rookies like Lynn. Yeah, but I heard she was special. She's got strong ties to Inspector Cabanella of the Special Investigations Unit. I plan on moving up the ladder on my own merits myself. Well, excuse me. Well, we detectives shouldn't be standing around gossiping. You never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me. Just a doctor chilling. Is this new? Oh, okay, I see. I can't hear him from there. See, Bass Backward says, well, first excitement, and I was here from the start. Things are going all right. Had some Thai for lunch. Oh, very nice. Thai food's really, really good. No input from Megan. I guess she doesn't like Thai food.
I don't know if I've ever had Thai food, to be honest.
That is true. Megan isn't really much of a food person in general, if that makes any sense. He's saying something, but I can't hear him from here. Okay, so we need to go ever closer. I can hear him from here. I can. Think we can safely assume the cause of death was the bullet he took in the chest. Thank you, Doctor. Bring the stretcher. I'll look into the rest back at the lab. Would you mind waiting here for a bit, Doctor? Inspector Cabanella, head of the Special Investigation Unit, is on his way now. Special Investigation Unit? What do they want with a case like this? I don't know, but Cabanella's our top investigator. We don't want to get him all bent out of shape or there'll be hell to pay. Don't see what that has to do with me. really get what Cabanella wants to come for either. It's probably just a big lark for him, but it makes things tougher on us. Hey, watch what you say behind his back. Never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me! Thanks, Doctor. Oh, who's this? I like this guy already. Ah. The tension of a crime scene.
Yeah, I figured you'd probably like him, honestly.
He's a Michael Jackson guy. Interesting. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. I like this guy a lot, yeah. Evening, boys. How's it looking? Inspector Cabanella, thank you for coming. Allow me to report, sir. Fine, fine. You just hold that thought. I'm gonna make a little phone call first. What kind of Thai food did you have, by the way? I'm kind of curious. So this is the head of the Special Investigation Unit. He seems, unique. New info has been added. Trick time. Okay, so let's listen to this first. Then I guess we'll check out new info. Well, here he is for his big lark. Aren't you going to confront him about it? I'm going to make my report. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Let's have a look-see at the stuff here, see if we have any new info on anyone. Her name is Lan. After showing the little girl in the apartment, I lost track of her. Hitman is after her again. She's a detective, apparently. What that means I am also a detective.
I mean, it is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
Did we did read this lady before, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just added the last line there.
Apparently she's not listening if she due to disagreement with her husband. She refuses to answer the phone anymore tonight. And thus we will never go back to her. The daughter, now I know we did read this because if he, wait. The daughter of the woman in purple, I think it's, at least I think I read this. Her name is Emily. Because of her fever of 102, she isn't going out for her lesson tonight. Apparently she and Camilla are friends. She's worried about her father's birthday. He sits alone in his stately office, tearing out his hair. He is frantic about his wife, the woman in purple, who has left him. He is the careworn gentleman.
Yep.
The green detective. A member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the blue detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. The blue detective. A member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the green detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Yeah, we have the odd blue doctor. Yeah, I wonder why he's blue. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's apparently a colleague of the detectives. He's examining my corpse. There's something off about him. Maybe the fact he's blue? If I had to guess, that would be my guess.
Probably.
Lanky and loose lawman. The head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Cabanella, apparently he's the group's top investigator. Looked up to by his men. He seems to dance through life. He has some kind of special tie to Lynn. Basil chicken? Ah, dude, that's awesome. Sounds really tasty. Actually, wait, is there any, like, thing new in, like, the phone book? Just, like, new info in general? Place where I lost my life, junkyard on the West 10. The police have begun their investigation and have deemed my death a murder. Yeah, an apartment with a strangely thick atmosphere. The woman in purple lives here. It's a world apart from Lynn's apartment next door. Lynn's home. A little girl and a small dog apparently live live with her here, yeah, I was gonna say. Live with her here as well. Because of the little because the little girl dropped the receiver in the fish tank, the phone line doesn't work. A music box was hidden in the ceiling. Wonder why. A stately officer gives off a cold, heavy air. A man sits alone, tearing out his hair in anguish. A mysterious room. The mysterious old man who stole my life and his equally mysterious underling are hanging out here. The room appears to be equipped with many mysterious devices. There's a lot of mystery. A whole lot of mystery, in fact. Okay, so let's go into mine body. Where do I? Wait, hold on. I probably need to go to him.
Yeah, generally speaking, you want to go check out the phone calls when they're on the phone.
Why do I want to go to Ray?
You can't reach Ray, though.
Megan, why do you hate him?
I don't.
Ooh, who's this? Deal me the deal. How's it going over there, baby?
Going? How's it going, you ask? You'd like to know how it's going? I would say it's going well enough. About fair to average, if I had to say. Yes, it's going alright.
Ellipses. Not the man I was hoping to talk to there, baby. Do me a favor and put that other nice man on the horn. Now, would you? That's a nice fellow.
If it has anything to do with this park, I'm the one to talk to. I'm the guardian of this park. Yes!
This person's weird.
Love it.
Arg. He's a pirate. Sorry about that, Inspector. I just got here. Well, glad to hear you made it. That other fellow just about threw me for a loop. Started blathering something about being guardian of the park or some such. It's a him? Okay, I thought that was a female. Might be. You can still voice the person when not. Yes, him.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Well, start doing your staking out thing, baby, and buzz me if anything comes up. Yes, sir.
I totally read that as stalking out. And I'm like, what?
Stalking out trace complete. You got a new phone number. I can go to the park now. Now then, sir, if I may make my report, sir. Doc. Yoo-hoo! Oh, Doc! Talking to me? I need you to handle this case with your finest care and attention. Would you do that for me, Doc? Don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I still don't know what he's doing over at my corpse. Anywho, I'd like to see the suspect now, if I may. Lynn, sir. Asked her to let herself be taken into custody voluntarily, sir. She's being detained in the junkyard superintendent's office right now. Super's office, eh? Super! And where's that? Just beyond where you parked your bicycle, Inspector. I'll go interview the suspect then. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Carry on, boys. Good luck, sir. And off he goes, jiving.
Yep.
I need to be more like that guy, man. Trick time. Woo! That Inspector Cabanilla. He sure has a strange air about him. Yeah, you can say that again. And I've never seen anybody use stairs the way he does. I hear he's dancing his way up the stairs of promotion that same airy way. And I hear Lynn is his personal favorite. What's the deal between those two? Hey, how should I know? So let's see, can I ghost my way up at all? I assume no, but I'm gonna check just to be sure. Because in the end, you never know. It seems not. So I probably need to go through the phone line then.
But you don't have the phone number for up there.
Well no, but I did get that new place.
That's true, you could go to the park.
It appears to be the entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. The voices of two young people drift over to me on the breeze. Great.
Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park. The Rock of the Gods.
Sorry, but could you do that somewhere else? I'm a little busy right now. I don't have time to talk.
I suppose you think that I'm a man of dubious character, a questionable person.
No,
But if an objective person were asked, they might think you were a little suspicious yourself. As two suspicious characters, shouldn't we take the time to converse with each other?
Oh boy. Alright, but just for a minute.
There! I like your attitude. I like it very much. Let's relax and talk a while, then.
Okay, so I don't want to call Megan out, but you notice how she does a little pause, like, between when I'm saying something and then when she starts? I don't think that's just her waiting for the dialogue to finish going by. Because when I talk to Megan in real life as well, or on Discord, whatever, she also takes, like, a moment before she says something. Sometimes multiple moments.
No, not always.
Just like that, see?
That wasn't that long!
See, just like that as well. See what I mean? She takes, like, a few extra
No.
seconds to reply.
I don't!
You know, so that's just how she works, you know?
I'm not slow. The night is young, and so are we.
Oh, man. Trick time. Okay, so what's this? It's a leaflet. Okay, so I don't think I can go anywhere else here then. That's interesting. I'm glad I came here though. Let's have a little bit of a peek around. To check out that van. That's kind of interesting that we can see like the inner workings of the van. It's kind of neat. Oh boy.
Yep.
Man, Megan, you voice interesting characters, let me tell you.
Apparently.
Okay, so maybe... Maybe we do need to go up there. But how?
You might just have to wait.
I mean, maybe? Whoops.
Well, I mean at the junkyard. Because you don't really, can't really do anything here.
Yeah. Up. Trick time. So maybe I do need to wait, but that sounds boring, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna see what I can do. So I can't do anything with this, no. Oh, what's this? I think we can pretty safely assume this was the murder weapon. It's a gun. Oh no, that pistol. Yep, same model as the pistols you detectives carry around. And before the guy that murdered me is actually Cabanella, because that'd be a plot twist. You don't think it's Lynn, do you? This is not good. If it is hers, it's all over. So Lynn is a detective, and the murder weapon might be her pistol. What could it all mean? Trick time. You need to do one of those sometime, by the way, Megan. So is he gonna find anything else? Seems perhaps not. Oh, I can go to the gun. That makes sense. So this is the weapon that took my life. A pistol, eh? My memory seems to be hazy on pistols. But I have seen them before, that's for sure. Let's see. This part right here is... Yeah, that'd be a bit shocking. Fool! If you want to fire the thing, aim it in your own direction. I didn't fire it. I'm the victim here. This is the act of somebody who's jealous of my abilities as a detective. Well, what are you glaring at me for? I'm hardly jealous of you. Well, I guess that proves it's a real gun. Bang! What was that? Is that what I think it was? The sound of a gun. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Every time that phone rings, it's bad news. It's like that old riddle. Which came first? The ringing of the phone or the crime case? If you say so. Megan, that was your opportunity. Trick time.
You're doing it so well.
I know. I know I am. I'm kidding, Megan. I'm kidding. I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm mimicking the arcade sound pretty effectively. Ah, there you are. Do me a favor and have the doctor come to the super's office, would you? He seems pretty busy at the moment, sir. Which one are you? The green one or the blue one? Huh? Oh, I'm the green one, sir? Listen, Greenie, get the good doc over here this instant. Or I'll see to it you never wear a green suit again. Yes, sir. I'll send him right up, sir.
His love for green suits.
What?
His love for the green suit.
I know, right? Please, doctor, go to the superintendent's office immediately. If I must. Now look at him go, dude. He's like floating. Trick time. Like, you ever see someone like walk like that? Just like not move their shoulders or anything like that? It's impressive.
Yeah.
What's going on? Don't ask me, but something seems really, really wrong. That shot sounded like it was coming from somewhere around the maintenance building. I wonder. What's this? That telephone call is from the super's office in the maintenance building. And didn't the blue detective say that Lynn was being held in the junkyard superintendent's office? Hurry then! You'd better get up there quickly. No time to be standing around here talking to a desk lamp, says the one who's only capable of standing around. Just want to look up here. I want to see if like the doctor was like visible. But either I was slow or seems not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm in the phone already. Alright, onwards to the super's office. Yet another gunshot rings out in the lonely junkyard on the edge of the town. The sound gives me the feeling a new death will be waiting on the other side of the line. Apparently, I'm not the only one the Reaper is interested in tonight. But as long as there's anything I can do about it, I don't plan on letting anybody else die. This is quite the active night.
That it is.
Save your current place and time? Yes. Yes, I do wish to continue playing. Continuing to play would be very nice. Yes, yes. Changing a person's fate is no easy task, especially when their fate is death. The scene at the other end of the line is pretty much what I expected, all except for one thing. Oh no, she's dying again. No! Lynn! Hang in there, baby! Hey, it's Gold's the Eagle on a guy's head. It looks like some piece of trash shot her from the top of the pile of garbage outside. Oh no! It's one step ahead tango. Here, let me take a look at her. Maybe there's something Sorry, can't allow that, pigeon man. I investigate and you superintend. You have your job, and I have mine. Let's leave each to his own profession, shall we? Yeah, Well, here's what I think. How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? Anyway, have it your way. I'll stay out of your hair. No info, eh? Off he goes. Ah, nice.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay. That guy's cool. I like him. Oh, and it's the doctor. He was slow. I got here way before him.
I mean, you can kind of teleport through the lines, though.
Yeah, but I gave him lots of time, Megan. He was given
You did.
plenty. Doc, what took you so long? Quit dragging your feet. Who are you to shout at me? Now let me have a look at the victim. I haven't even looked yet, but I can already tell you, she's dead. Her second death of the night, actually. Trick time. So, what can I do here? So I can turn on the lamp, I can swivel. That's probably how I get up here, if I had to guess. Let's examine this first. What's up with this blinding pink notebook? Somebody stuck it behind the bookcase at a haphazard angle. Maybe that's the superintendent's way of tidying up. Let's see, we gonna get some dialogue? Yes. How about it, Doc? Can you save her? She's not breathing. Afraid I'm not a miracle worker. Only thing we can do now is curse the aim of the one who shot her. Lynn, how could I let this happen to you? What's this? It's a motor. Huh. It's like a whole different section.
Yep.
Ah, it's a basement. This must be a basement. There's that old man from before. I can't see very well in this darkness, but it looks like a pretty strange room. But never mind this. I better go see about Lynn, but I want to investigate the basement now.
I mean, I don't think you can go anywhere, though.
Seems not.
I appreciate you trying, though.
Yes, let's talk with her spooky ghost. Unconscious this time as well. Oh, how convenient. Oh, wait! Where? Oh, wait, no, this is you because it's Lynn, right?
Yeah. Where am I?
She's coming too?
What happened to me? Excuse me. Are you ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. I'm still not used to talking with dead people, you see.
Dead. So I'm dead. Huh. Try as I might, I can't seem to remember who I am.
She's starting to remind me of me.
Who am I?
Everybody seems to call you Lynn, if that's any help.
Lynn, huh? Pretty cute name.
And apparently you're a detective, too.
Detective? You mean that super cool kind of cop that solves crimes and upholds justice?
It sounds like a pretty subjective description. But yes, that kind of detective.
Ellipses. Hey, wait a minute.
Are you starting to remember something?
There's no time to lose.
Your voice in
Sorry
him
about
now.
that. Something really unusual is going down in this town tonight.
Yeah, I certainly won't argue with the really unusual part. That's not your face, you know. Take another look. You're the dead one.
Oh, right, of course. It'd be pretty heinous if I looked like this, I guess, wouldn't it?
I don't know if heinous is the right word. I knew something was up with that, though.
There, now this is more like it.
Something really unusual is going on in this town tonight. Could it have anything to do with my death, I wonder? Tell me, what is going on in this town tonight?
Don't ask me.
Huh?
I can't remember a thing. I think it's probably because I'm dead. Grr, everything is so confusing. Can't you do something?
Hey, you're asking the wrong guy. But I've got some things to ask you about. But she's not gonna know shit all about me. Or should I try that anyway? Can I pick both
I
options?
think you go through all of them. You can do both
Okay.
of them, yeah.
Okay, about me. I'm looking for the answers to the questions, who am I, and why was I killed? Do you know anything that might help me? The only thing I know right now is that my name is Sissel.
Your name is Sissel, huh?
I think so. It rings some kind of bell anyway. I think I was killed tonight while I was meeting with you. So you must at least know me, I think.
I was meeting with you?
Yes, in the junkyard outside.
Ellipses. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember now.
I knew it! I knew you were the lead I needed.
But I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help you.
Why not?
Because I don't know you.
Well, what do you mean? I thought you said you remembered me.
No, I said I remembered something. I remember the fact that I don't know you.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah,
No
pretty
way. That is pretty savage, yes. Two strangers. Okay, well, tell me about your death, I guess.
So I died, huh?
Yeah, apparently. I'm very sorry.
How could this have happened? And after I just passed my tests, finally, this year? I don't know, okay? Don't worry about it, it's fine.
No, I can't really laugh because I make mistakes like that too, don't worry. But it's just like, and after, you like William Shatnered that. And after I just passed my test. Finally. This year?
Yes, it is. My exciting career of catching the bad guys had just begun. And now look at me. Why did I have to go and die in an old junkyard like this?
Poor kid. The shock is setting in. And so I told her everything that happened tonight. About ghost tricks, possessing and manipulating objects, and about going back 4 minutes before a person's death. This actually isn't the first time you died tonight, you know. You were already shot and killed once before tonight.
And you saved me?
That's right. You don't remember? Rip. I remember when that happened. She's a very
Yeah, I
slow
know, right?
runner.
Ellipses.
Let's see. Bass Ackroyd says William Shatner has an album and he sings all of his songs in that stilted fashion. It's almost like spoken word. It is a fascinating train wreck. I think I've heard of that. I can actually kind of respect that. You know, knowing that it's kind of a bit of a meme, and he kind of rolled with it. But no, actually, that was before it was a meme, wasn't it? Because didn't he do that first? I don't remember. I don't actually remember much, but I think you're. Yeah, I think that happened before it was technically a meme.
Probably.
I don't know. I feel like that was when he was younger. Like when I initially read that, I was like, oh, that must be old William Shatner. But then it's like, no, I think he did that when he was younger. It was before, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Yes, I do. Or I think I do remember something like that happening. Vaguely. Yes, I did get shot by a blue man dressed in all black.
I guess it means that even if a death is erased, the memory of it remains.
So I died twice already tonight.
Wish I knew what to say to her. Guess I'll just have to wait until she recovers a little.
Ellipses. Hey, I bet that's some kind of record, don't you think?
By the way, Megan, just so you know, you don't actually need to read out ellipses all the time. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably right. Looks like she's pretty much recovered already. Alright, two strangers. So, you don't know me, huh?
Nope. Wish I did.
So, do you suppose we're just two strangers who happened to meet tonight?
No way. I don't think it was any accident. Why in the world would I be way out here in the middle of nowhere for no reason?
That's a good point.
I was asked to come here tonight.
Asked to come? By who?
Can't you kind of guess where this is going?
You're kidding. You mean...
Bingo! By you.
I asked you to come here? But why?
That's what I was gonna ask you. Why did you ask me to come out here tonight? Way out in the middle of nowhere.
You gotta be kidding me. It goes without saying that I don't remember.
Grr, everything is so confusing. Can't you do something?
Lynn, I'm not saying you owe me or anything, but I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
In the next 4 minutes, you'll probably come back to life. When you do you think you could try to find out about me before tomorrow morning? Who I am and why I was killed?
Ellipses. I'm really sorry. But I can't make any promises.
Why not?
I don't remember very clearly right now. But I think I was investigating a case tonight. A case that is very, very important to me. So even if I come back to life, I don't think I'll have time to find anything out about you. I know that's a terrible thing to say to the person who already saved my life once already. I'm really, really sorry.
I see. That's too bad.
But I'm afraid I'm still gonna ask you.
Ask me what?
Ask you to save me. Even though I probably won't be able to help you.
Ellipses.
I know it's selfish of me. I really apologize. But I just can't die. Not yet. Not like this. I'm investigating something important tonight. I think maybe that might be the reason I was killed. But I still want to solve the case, in spite of all that.
I can respect your dedication.
Am I out of line?
Didn't I tell you a minute ago you don't owe me?
Huh?
I'm certainly not gonna treat your life like some kind of bargaining chip. Yeah, that was weird. That was like a bit of a weird stutter. Hold on. I don't think I have anything... I don't think there'd be anything I would need to do on my modded DS to make it, so it doesn't skip audio sometimes. Would I?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it wasn't doing this that much the other day, was it? I don't think it was.
No.
It was, I certainly didn't notice it. Hold on. Let me just do a very, very quick thing here. Just doing a quick thing. Doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. I don't know. I don't think I was doing it this much yesterday, but we'll just deal with it, and maybe I'll do some tweaks and just like make sure come next stream.
Yeah.
It's like it's fine. I don't think it's too annoying anyway. It's certainly not annoying me that much.
No.
I'll save you. What you do after that is up to you.
Thank you.
So, you ready to go back? Back to 4 minutes before you got shot. Because it's like only happening with the audio. I don't think it's like stuttering the actual like video or anything. Rewind time.
Yeah, I don't know, because I did notice, at least for me, that it stuttered as you were coming back to the junkyard from the park, but I thought that was just my computer being bad.
Lynn's second death. I'm heading back in time now to rewrite her fate. So hopefully this kind of stuff doesn't happen too much once I get the new PC up and running. Dude, that's gonna be sick. Smooth streams for days. All
Yeah,
buttery and shiz. Faced with those circumstances, she could have just lied and promised to help me. But she didn't. That's when I knew I could trust her. Yeah, for a very, like, jokey game, the story is actually, like, what he's saying there is actually, like, kind of nice, right? And what he's doing here is pretty nice, too.
I have
Kinda
a bad
sweet.
feeling about this.
Yes, sir. Detective, is everything okay?
Oh, I was hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered.
What? Don't do that.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, oh.
I read it as okay. I'm sorry.
You should leave jobs like that to me. Is chicken alright? One chicken dinner. It's just like
Well,
real
that's
bacon.
okay. I'm not feeling very hungry anymore. I would like to go back to the station for a minute, though.
Hey Mario, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today?
Hey, Mario.
You would? Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Inspector Cabanella is on his way. He'll be here any minute. Evening, patrolman. Good evening, Inspector. Cabanella, sir. Nice work. Now do me a favor and take a little patrol around outside, would you? That's a nice fellow. Yes, sir. Now get out here, Tintin. He just has the eyes, okay? He has very Tintin-looking eyes to me. Yo, how's it going, baby?
Inspector Cabanella, what are you doing here? I thought the Special Investigation Unit had an important top-secret assignment tonight.
What does that matter at a time like this when my Lynn's in crisis?
I appreciate it, sir. Wait a minute, did you just say crisis? Don't tell me I'm being suspected.
Let's see. Mario says, I'm okay to say it after work. Now I'm hopping on 14. Dude, very nice. Very, very nice. See, Basssucker says, wouldn't Thompson and Thompson be the more appropriate parallel? You are correct. It's been a long time since I've actually, like, seen anything Tintin related. I just saw the eyes. I was like, ah, Tintin, right? But yeah, Thompson and Thompson make a lot more sense. But who would that cop be? Would he be Thompson or Thompson? Makes you think.
Suspected of shooting that pointy-haired man in the red suit? I mean, I've never even met the guy before.
Never, baby?
Oh, well, for tonight, I mean, he asked me to meet him here. He said he had important information about the big case I'm working on. He's the one that contacted me.
I see. But it's funny, isn't it? I took a look at the list of cases your station is handling right now, and I didn't see you listed as involved on any big cases. You know, I don't suspect you, baby. I'm just trying to clear things up. You're not the type to ever shoot anybody. Hey, who knows you better than me, baby? You know, if anything ever happened to you, I'd never be able to look him in the eye again. Yep, this is about how long Megan usually takes to say something.
Inspector Cabanella, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Megan, are you a bit distracted?
No.
Rude. Yeah, and what's that?
And I want you to answer honestly. Is it tonight? Is that when it's happening?
I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Get down! Okay, interesting. Damn, he did quite the leap. It seems to me that baby is indeed under suspicion.
By Inspector Cabanella? No, he's not like that.
Just for the record, did you shoot me?
Me? I would never do anything like that.
Anyway, it looks like the hitman fired from outside. It'd be hard to prevent the bullet from coming in, though. In any case, let's just give it a try. Our 4-minute game. Trick time.
You know what? I have an idea. The guy who shot me is outside, right?
Looks that way, yeah.
Instead of trying to stop the bullet once it gets in here, wouldn't it be more fun to go out and stop the guy shooting the bullet?
Fun, she says, with eyes gleaming. Oh boy.
You can use the telephone to move around, right?
That's right, and I know the telephone number to the junkyard payphone too.
I don't want to get shot again. You know what they say about 3 strikes and you're out.
As long as you don't become a ball player, you'll probably be safe. But the telephone thing's a good idea. Maybe I'll give it a try.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yes, sir. Dude, we can give away chicky dinners. Nice. Detective, is everything okay?
Oh, I was hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered.
What? Don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, oh, I'm sorry. You should leave jobs like that to me. It's chicken, alright. Can't do anything. There you go. So, let's see then. I don't think I need to be in here anymore. Ah, I see. What's in the basement, though? Hold on, can I go down there?
I mean, you can.
Let's see if there's anything sus going on. Seems no. I mean, I have no clue, to be fair, but seems no. Hello, the chicken kitchen. You want chicken? We got your chicken. 1 chicken dinner, please. Would you like an order of fried chicken with that? Oh, that's okay. I mean, I don't really think I need to go to the chicken kitchen. I feel like this is a trap because I want to go there, but I also don't think it would help me much. Unless.
I mean, it's up to you what you want to do.
I mean, I don't really think. Hold on, let me think what happens here. What happens? What happens? So, Cabanella comes in. I don't think he uses the phone at all. But to be fair, I could just wait until he hangs up. But I could go to the chicken kitchen. That's probably more so for later. I feel like it's a trap, but I kind of want to do it. But I feel like that's a trap.
I love this inner debate. It's pretty fun.
I'm gonna do it. There's absolutely no point, but I'm gonna do it.
You've fallen for my trap card.
I mean, basically, right?
Yep.
For the meme. Yeah, basically for the meme, right? Hello! Where would you like that delivered? They hung up. Trace complete. Oh, cool. Can I just, like... Oh. Okay, cool. I was gonna say. Just want to make it quickly. La la la. What does it matter? A chicken order or 2 lost. So he's a singing chef. If it were 3 orders, that would be a different story, though. La la la. Oh, his nose is like stretching too. Interesting. He's got them stretch physics on his nose. Trick time. Okay, so my time's running out. So what can I do in the kitchen? I can ring the bell. Ding ding.
We just popped over here while we had the chance, without much thought.
Now I put a lot of thought into that. What are you talking about?
But this isn't where the hitman who's trying to kill me is.
Clearly. We probably ought to hurry back. Right. Well, I'm glad I came here. At the very least. For the meme, at the very least. Looks like a baguette. Perhaps. Oui, oui. That's funny.
What's the matter?
Megan, you're missing your cues! This telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually the telephone line glows red, but I don't see it now.
But we came here by a telephone line.
Apparently in this 4 minutes before death world, we can only use the lines while the telephone is being used to make a call.
You're kidding, right?
As long as the lines are closed like this, it looks like we can't go anywhere. Guess we'll have to start over. Yeah, okay, well, we did it for the meme. We did it for the meme.
Yep.
I had to do it at least once. I wanted to go to the chicken kitchen.
No, that's fair. That's kind of how the game teaches you about that, because there are certain situations where
Trick
you do
time.
have to go and where you don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we learned something valuable by doing that. Okay, so we'll just power through this, Megan. Don't worry. We did it. We did it twice already. We don't need to do it again. Okay, so there is no point in me going there yet. Oh wait, no. I can. Oh, wait, can I still go to the junkyard? Because I mean.
No, that would take you back to the chicken kitchen.
Yeah, because I was just like thinking about it, right? Like technically, oh yeah, I guess it's to the line of the call that's being made, not just like the line in general. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing down here for me to do. It's so dark. He has a shovel there. It's kind of sus. Who just keeps a shovel in their basement? In a junkyard of all places.
I mean, doesn't a lot of the other stuff in there look a little suspicious?
Let me see. Not really. It just looks like a normal basement to me. Apart from the shovel.
Okay, well you should probably go back.
Also a hammer too. That is pretty sus. So what else is sus? That's pretty sus. A broom. Okay, let's go back up. Megan trying to keep me from investigating?
No.
Trying to think. I don't remember anybody. I don't remember if Cabanelli used the phone line or not, but he might have. Okay, and it wouldn't let me ghost onto the policeman. This one might be a little bit more challenging, not gonna lie. Maybe. Maybe not, but also maybe.
I mean, that's how a good game works. Everything gets a little bit more challenging.
I mean, true. Okay, so it's like go through this. This has already been read. I do find it kind of interesting that it does repeat this stuff, though.
Yeah.
I feel like most games would be like, nah, don't need it. I know time is passing, game.
I mean, you could try moving the cart.
Oh, that is an option. I thought that was an option. I didn't see that. Maybe I just didn't notice it.
Yeah, no worries.
Microscope and photos. What are these photos? Oh no, time until death. I'm looking at photos. It's fine.
These pictures are old. What are they of? Little fragments of rock? And the fragments are glowing. Do you know what these are?
Sorry, but I've lost my memory. Probably not the best person to ask.
That's okay. I was only being polite. I didn't really think you'd know.
Ouch. This lady's tongue can be sharp.
I can hear what you're thinking, remember?
I know.
Good one.
Good, she appreciates. Hey, what's this? What could this be? Looks like a giant nail clipper.
You think so?
Do you know what it is?
Sigh. Why did you have to ask me? Couldn't you see I was looking away evasively?
Huh?
It's one of the sciencey things that scientists use. Ordinary people like us don't have to know what it is.
I don't remember what science is, but it's apparently something Lynn doesn't like very much. Okay, well, now that I know I can move this, I guess I just didn't look at the top part. Let's go ahead and just go back in time, because may as well. We're kind of running out of time in this version of events. Okay. So we go over here. Can move this immediately. But see, then even here, what does this get me? It doesn't really get me anywhere, other than just photos. Okay. This is interesting. Nice, and this just moves it back. Okay.
I mean, is there anything else you can interact with?
I mean, probably. So I do have this now. What's up with this blinding pink notebook?
Oh, that's mine. Isn't it adorable?
Why isn't your adorable notebook in your pocket?
I panicked, okay? Don't you shove things into a bookcase when you panic?
Who are you calling anyway?
It was personal business.
Okay. So it doesn't... I mean, I can go over here now, I think. I can swivel this. I can turn you on. What if I swivel you? What happens? I don't bonk him! Okay, this does get me up a little higher. What's this?
I would like to go back. Oh, we already read that one.
I think we already read this, yeah.
This must have been when you were in the basement.
This must have been, yes. They ordered me here to stand guard over this rookie detective, Lynn. Now that I'm really looking at her, she is cute. She sure is cute. They told me to call the detective outside if she did anything suspicious. Okay, well, this is good to know. So here I stand. Hey, maybe I need to call the detective outside after all. She's so beautiful, it's criminal. Okay, so I need to get her to do something sus. But what? What would be sus? Oh, okay, I guess that is pretty sus. Okay. That's Lynn's notebook. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, I think we may have caught her. I think we may have her. I thought she was practicing a dance move when I came in. Nope, that was definitely suspicious. No question. I'd better report this. Wonder if I can make the call without her noticing. I missed the little dial. I missed the bubble, but oh well, no big deal, I guess. Trick time. Hey, I'm sad I missed the bubble.
It'll be okay.
What's up? I've been watching Lynn, just like you told me to. And I noticed something suspicious. You did? So Inspector Cabanella was right. She was hiding her notebook when I came in. Her notebook, eh? Yes, sir. In a very suspicious manner, and in a very conspicuous place. Anything else? Let's see. It's pink and it's a notebook. Anything else? Let's see. Come to think of it, she was using the phone when I came in too, and referring to her notebook. Okay, someone will be over later. Don't let on you notice anything yet. Okay. Okay.
Hey, look at that. The phone line is glowing red. I bet it would work if we tried it now.
I bet you're right. The detective he's talking to is outside in the junkyard.
And that's where the horrible hitman who is after me is, too.
Yeah, well, we should probably stay here, right? I think it makes sense. No, let's go there. Let's go there. We'll go there. Look. I've been waiting for you.
Eek! What? What are you?
It's a lamp, Lynn. Don't worry about it.
A desk lamp? It sounds like an old grandpa?
Just call me Ray.
Grandpa Ray?
You just have to get the grandpa part in there somewhere, don't you?
Oh, that's you.
Well, yeah, it's me, Megan. I was rubbing my eyes. I'm sorry.
No,
My
it's
eyes
okay.
are kind of dry for some reason. Not really too sure why.
Oh.
Maybe I didn't get as much sleep as I thought I did last night. We're souls. We can choose any appearance we like. Megan's trying to steal my lines.
No.
Which means you have no intention of showing us what you really look like, right? Actually, hold on. I'm just moving something real quick. There we go. Now then, about that gunshot that took your life. I heard it way up on the upper level, a scant few minutes from now. The hitman is probably getting his rifle ready right now.
Alright, I'm going in. I'll get him with those ghost trick thingies.
I'm very sorry, young lady, but you don't have those powers.
What? Why not?
I'm afraid I don't know the reason. But only a special few have the powers of the dead.
What? Are you saying that I'm not special? That's not fair.
Anyway, we don't have much time. There's my body again. Come on and hop in. Click. Off he goes. He's getting ready. Carry on, boys. Fate changed.
That horrible hitman that's after me is upstairs, isn't he?
Yes, apparently. In other words, we can't stop him if we stay down here.
Let's go then. I'm not really big on the idea of getting shot again.
It would be pretty shitty.
A little bit.
Okay, so let's... Aha! Back to the old folding chair. Fold. Ugh. Okay, we're up here now. So... How do I guess I ascend using the flag again, don't I? Man,
Yeah.
just like the good old days of like 2 days ago. This is when I learned that timing matters. You know, I do think I need to like start playing more DS games. I think I've been missing out on a lot.
You do. There's a lot of good DS games.
Maybe I should start taking recommendations from you and others. I think that'd be neat.
Yeah. Well, we made it. Now it's time to hunt down that horrible hitman.
Ah, tasty water. We must be around. He must be around here somewhere, preparing to take his shot. There's not enough time. Let's try to find him fast.
I'm gonna make good and sure he understands. What happens to people who point guns at others?
Yeah, you tell him, Lynn. There's a gleam in her eye that's absolutely blinding. Okay, so I'm gonna searchlight. I know, game. I know time's passing. Wait for it. Ah, I was hoping I could blind him. I wanted to see what would happen. Okay, I probably need to grab onto his bike.
I say you missed your opportunity to go jump on the bike.
But Megan, I wanted to blind him. That'd be more fun that way.
Word. That'd be pretty funny if you could blind him and make him fall off the bike.
That'd be really well. See, that's what I was thinking, right? It's like you make him fall off the bike. Who knows what could happen, right? Yeah, no big deal. Not a big deal at all. Not a big deal at all. Fold. Ghost trick. Ghost. Blender. There we go. Trick. Ghost. Flag. Flag. There we go.
Ghost flag.
You gotta be honest, Megan. I did have a pretty good idea.
I mean, you did.
You gotta give me that one, at least a little bit. Yeah, I would have injured him, but you know, it would have been fine. I know time's passing, game. I'm doing my best. Alright. Not quite yet. We're doing this one frame at a time. There we go. Dude, look at him go! Dude, he's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the point of him using his bike was, but you know, it was pretty cool. Okay, so now...
I mean, does someone like Cabanella really need a point to do anything?
That's a good point. Oh! It's one step ahead, Tango. We need to be one step ahead of him. I see my target. Time to go to work. I'll be head of the Hitman division by next month now for sure. Yeah, he's zooming indeed. He's zooming.
There he is, the horrible hitman.
I think his name is actually Tengo, but that doesn't matter now. We have to stop him from shooting. Fast. New info has been added. Okay, so what's the best way to stop this hitman? I mean, I could open this. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. Aha! Now I can blind him, perhaps. Maybe my idea was meant to be here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. See, I had the right idea, just on the wrong guy. There, we put a stop to that shot at least.
We did it, so I'm safe now, right?
Well, that changed your fate a little, but it didn't avert it completely. We're not done yet. The hitman is a professional, and he really, really wants to be head of the division, apparently. I doubt blocking a shot here and there is really gonna stop him.
If you want to rough him up a little bit, I promise I won't put it in my report.
Wow, it's illegal. Let's think of something else before he gets a shot in. Fate changed. So, Yeah, so he must have fucked off somewhere else then. But where to? Can't go back there. What if I pedal this? Yeah, I didn't do anything. So... What if if I go back down here? What if I pedal this instead? I cannot.
It's got a kickstand down, you can't pedal it.
You're right. Okay, so...
You might just have to wait.
Probably. I can shoot his gun. Oh, that's a nightstick. Oh no! Right by another convenient spot. How is the cop not noticing this? I guess he is kind of in the back a little bit. But that's a big-ass gun still. You'd think, you know, the cop would see something. If I want that position, I have to be careful of even the least bit of light. Then why'd you stand under one? Division head is my ambition for this year. Next year, my motto will be, if I want to be director, I have to be careful of even the least bit of scandal. So it sounds like he won't show up in spots where a light is on.
And next year, I'm gonna spread some nasty, scandalous rumors about him.
Yeah, it's a very stylized, cross-section-y type thing. Yeah, nah, it's understandable. Ah, blinded. He's like, what the fuck? Oh, that turned off. Ah,
Oh, look at that. One of the lights went out.
Okay, you know, Megan, every time you pause for longer than I think you need to, I'm just gonna look at my fake watch, at my invisible watch, and see how long it takes.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get to watch the game and I forget I have to actually voice act.
No, it's understandable, Megan. There are 3 lights here all together. Apparently we can't have all 3 of them on at once.
Our station is crazy cheap when it comes to electricity.
Megan, we were just talking about it.
I know. Just so another detective could see what he was doing the other day. I had to pedal my bike in place to work the headlamp.
Okay, wow, it's pretty cheap indeed. A very sad tale indeed. Sounds like they're taking things way too far. Okay, so we need to... Okay, so what if... What's this? This lever... Huh, nothing happens. That's funny. I thought this lever is for swinging the crane arm around.
I'd like to swing that horrible hitman around.
Damn, Lynn, calm down. This crane. I wonder if there's some other way we can use it. So the lever does nothing. Let's turn these on. Okay, that brings the popo around. Hey, did you turn that flashing light on? Wasn't me. It went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Well, just make sure you lay off it. Don't want to waste any electricity. Have things gotten that tight? That's pretty sad. They're really putting the squeeze on us lately about using too much power at sites. They won't even let us use all of our searchlights at once. Oh boy. We gotta be free to do at least that much, especially on a dark night like tonight. I want to ghost. There you go. Okay, so that's there, but I want to go on his native stick. I assume I don't need to turn that on. Okay, so go back over here then. So it's the guitar that got shot. I see. I don't know if opening this would do anything. I feel like it probably will. But I don't know if I need to do that first or not. I can do it first. Okay, just put me over here. Okay, so I don't need to do this at all. Close! Close umbrella. Ah. Okay, I see. So I need to raise that first. This is probably used to get over somewhere else then. That's interesting. Okay, well in that case, let us go back in time after fate change. I really, yeah, when this is done, I think I am gonna maybe look at a speedrun of this game. I feel like a speedrun of this game would be pretty interesting.
Probably.
It's like, imagine people like using their stylus and just going zoop, 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 zoop. knowing exactly what to do at all times. I see Megan's looking up a speedrun of this game as we speak.
I'm just curious on how long it is. There is one speedrun on here on speedrun.com for all chapters, and it's 4 hours and 49 minutes.
Okay, are there any other categories?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not a very popular speedrun game, it seems.
Well, yeah, it kind of falls into the habit because it's like a visual novel and things move at a certain pace. You can't really make it go super fast.
I mean, that's true. I don't know, I just imagine that it'd be pretty interesting. Megan, we should speedrun this game.
I mean, I feel like that would be fun.
I think it'd be neat.
Bass Aqua says, I'm not sure how it could be really speedran, although I've seen Professor Layton being speedran and or speedrun. And as a fan, that just feels unspeedrunnable. It just didn't make too much sense. How much time could you really save?
Yeah, like,
yeah.
I mean... Go ahead, Megan, you first.
I'd say that's kind of just the category a lot of these games fall into. It's part of the reason why a lot of RPGs in particular are not very popular to speedrun.
Yeah, like, I perfectly understand it, but there's, like, a lot of games that you don't think should be speedrunnable, but, yeah, people speedrun it, right? And, like, with this, I think the thing that'd be interesting would be seeing, like, what people, like, do with, like, ghosting around, right? I think that's the interesting idea. I mean, yeah, you can't really go too fast in some sections, but, I don't know, I think it'd be neat to see. Time is passing. Okay, so let's go over here and give this a raise. Ah, yeah, there you go. So now I can open this, but do I want to yet? I don't know. Now it's a question. Is there a point in opening this now? Or will it just fuck me? I'm gonna open it now and I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, okay, it's like going somewhere. Oh, it put me down. Oh, it put me down here because I'm in it. That's right. That's right. Okay. I'm falling for the umbrella trap, but I think that's reasonable. I think it's reasonable. Okay, after fate change.
That film when the umbrella's a trap.
Yeah, I feel when they've made the umbrella a trap for like at least a couple of these right now. Okay, well it's no big deal. No big deal. NBD as they say. Hey Fraggin, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? Never seen this game, looks interesting. Yeah, it's a little game called Ghost Trick. It's like a puzzly kind of game. Megan, since you're going through this, if you want, you can kind of explain the premise.
Okay, so you basically, you come up from out being unconscious, discover you're this man Cecil, and you don't know why you died, basically. You're trying to use your ghost powers to manipulate objects and stuff to figure out why you died. We're currently trying to save Lynn, who is another character in this game, because she had died. We went back in the past, so we're trying to save her life.
Yeah, okay, Megan got it pretty well. Yeah, okay. Megan very heavily paraphrased, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, yeah, you're basically... No offense, I'm just gonna give my little take on this was okay. So
No,
basically, you're a dead guy, and it's like, I'm a ghost now. You learn you have this power called Ghost Trick. We can go around objects as a ghost and can manipulate them. A desk lamp, who's also a ghost, tells you about this. And yeah, we need to find out who we are before morning happens, before the sun comes up. And then, because otherwise we disappear and we won't solve the mystery. And yeah, we can go back in time 4 minutes to prevent someone's death. And so that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to change the fate of this person here named Lynn. Because, I don't know, she probably... They say she doesn't know who we are, that's true. But it probably all still leads into like who we are and what happened to us anyway. If I had to guess. And yeah, so we save people through these puzzles. And then it's like, yeah, no, it's pretty good actually. We saved a dog from dying, and that was probably the best thing a game's ever done.
Yeah, Missile's best doggo.
Missile is best doggo. Fraggin and Fraggin together at last, I know, right, man? Damn, that sounds interesting. It is really interesting. Like I said, Megan did a good job. I just wanted to kind of go into a little bit more detail, because I felt like without some added detail, you don't really understand quite what's going on, right?
No, that's fair.
And yeah, crazy hairdo indeed. If you're talking about me, maybe a little bit. But they also have crazy hairdos in the game, to be fair. But I'm doing well, thank you. It's awesome. Literally have one more test, which is tomorrow, and I'm excited to do. That's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. Well, I hope your test goes well. Alright. And I've been fooled by an umbrella a couple times now, so I'm not gonna use the umbrella until later at this point.
Yeah, the umbrella trap's pretty good.
The umbrella trap is pretty good. Right now we're trying to stop a guy named One Step Ahead Tango from killing this lady. And so we're trying to shine light in his eyes, in case you're kind of wondering what, exactly what we're doing. Oh wait. Oh no, I did go in the nightstick, yeah. So we need to go over here and we need to raise this, which puts the umbrella up here. Then we go into the umbrella, and then we lower this, presumably? Okay. Ellipses.
Wow, such power and speed. I bet that would put a nice stop to my horrible hitman.
Ah. If it just stopped him, that would be fine. But if it killed him, would I be obligated to save him?
Anyway, let's just focus on the stopping part.
Apparently thinking about things too deeply isn't something you like to do.
Just the right amount. That's the way detectives think about things. Now, come on, let's do this thing. Oh, I just love stamping out evil. It makes me feel so alive.
Yeah, the music's really good too. I'm really digging the music to this game.
Music is really good. I really enjoy the music in this game.
Except for the fact that you're dead. Okay, hold on. I have a bit of an idea now. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I think I might need to wait. Wait for the cop to come back. Because I feel like I need to turn this searchlight off. The one right here in the middle. And that'll probably make him show up, maybe. I don't know where the umbrella falls into play. The umbrella is important, but I don't know how. Unless it literally just is a trap. Which, for all I know, it might be.
I mean, just don't forget you probably have to turn the searchlight on the very front off.
Yeah.
Or on too.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking too. Yep, there he is. I like this puzzle. This has been a pretty good puzzle, honestly. Oh, what's he thinking about? Musings of a Hitman, Part 1. When I fire a bullet, I put my heart and soul into it. The bullet is my soul. The shot is the expression of my soul. That's why I never waste bullets. Besides, I'd have to put the extra bullets down as an extra expense, and accounting never likes that.
What the heck is that idiot blathering about?
Hey, don't get mad at me. We have to stop this guy. Ah! Get blinded. Okay, so now we need to go down here. Trick. I know time is passing. I'm doing my best here. These guys walk slow sometimes. No! Policeman! This is quite a distance from the target. But I can't work under a spotlight after all. Never mind, a shot like this. Never mind. A shot like this is nothing for a man of my skill.
Mr. Division Head seems to like dark, gloomy places. I'd be happy to throw him in a dark, gloomy cell. Come on, Sissel, let's get him.
Come on, Sissel. Let's get him. Even though there was no less in that. Hold up! When did I become her assistant? Damn it, game.
You know me, I add words.
You do. Perfectly fine, perfectly fine.
Or I take out words.
One of two usually happens, yes. Run game. We're running out of time. He's got his musings. Oops. I want to read his musings.
You're too far away though.
He's too far away, yeah. Okay, hold on. We gotta do this, like, actually really quick now. I'm gonna read his musings though, damn it. I'm gonna do it. Musings of a Hitman Part 2. To fire a bullet, I need a stable location and a stable income. When I aim my rifle, the location I choose has to be stable and unwavering. Otherwise, any small external influence could cause me to miss the target. Otherwise, likewise, worries over an unstable income could also cause me to miss.
What the heck is that idiot blathering about?
Hey, don't get mad at me. We have to do something fast.
I see on pages.
Flip it. Trick. Bonk. Get Looney Tunes. Did you hear a scream just now? I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Nobody said it was. There. We found a nice dark spot for our gloomy, loving hitman. I think your death has just been erased. Again. Yeah, we saved her once, by the way. She got shot twice, basically.
Yes, this is her second death of the night. Why not? I wonder.
Jeez, game don't need to call me out like this. I get, yeah. Indeed, Basak words indeed. Huh?
Why don't I have powers like yours? If I could do the things like you do, it could really help me pursue my case. Why only the special few, huh? It's not fair.
That's the same thing the little doggy said, too. Well, I'm jealous of you, actually.
You are? Why?
Because your life can be saved, even if you die again tonight. I can save you with my ghost tricks. Nobody can save my life, though.
Oh.
These powers of the dead, why have they chosen me? Will I find the answer to that question tonight?
Sissel, I'm so sorry.
Well, you're free to do as you please now. I guess this is goodbye, detective.
Will we ever see each other again?
You're probably gonna fucking die again at some point, so guaranteed, I'd say. If you ever want to see me again, all you have to do is die.
Okay, got it.
I was kidding. Well, guess we'd better be getting back to the present. The dude in red is indeed me, yes. Honestly, this whole saving others from death thing only now just reminded me of the whole Darth Plagueis? It's Plagueis, right? Thing. He can save others from death, but not himself. Yeah, I guess that's true, actually, yeah.
So Matt, you want to guess how many times she's gonna die tonight?
Wait, who's gonna die tonight? Her?
Yeah.
Probably like at least maybe 2 or 3 more times if I had to guess. Len has escaped death for a second time. But that doesn't mean she's out of the water yet. I'd better go see how she's doing. I'm gonna say about 3 more times. Go, now what do I do? Well, I guess the umbrella is how I get down.
It's not a trap anymore, I promise.
By the way, I like how I'm all rhetorical. How do I get down? Megan's like, umbrella! Use the umbrella, idiot! It's like, Megan, it says no back seating down in the bottom there, Megan! I have it as a tag.
I mean, you do, but at the same time, I wanted you to know it's not a trap anymore.
Nah, I appreciate that, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, I was only gonna be able to do so much, so I would have been, I would have looked at it anyway, but, tis true though, tis true. Well, it looks like congratulations are in order. You erased yet another death. But I haven't gotten any further in solving my own mystery, though. But that woman holds the key. Don't forget that. Lynn, huh? Now that she's alive again, she's probably still being detained in the super's office. She won't be able to pursue her case without the freedom to move around. I'd better go back to the super's office and see her. That sounds like a good idea. Alright. Trick. I could go anywhere in theory. I could go back to the chicken kitchen. I'll go back to the super's office. We'll go back to the super's office. We will do that. We will do that. Even though I do kind of want to go back to the chicken kitchen. I decided to go back to the office where Lynn was being detained. With her changed fate, her story was sure to change too. And maybe that would lead us in some new direction. Now that Lynn is alive again, I wonder what she's doing. She said she was investigating an important case tonight. Could that case be connected to me in any way? I do wish to save. Just out of curiosity, Megan, how many chapters are there?
I believe there's 16 or 17.
Okay. Chapter 5. 8:35 p.m. When Lynn lost her life for the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder. But I saved her, hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one of two ways. They can either submit to their fate, or they can try to change it. Lynn is definitely in the second camp. As soon as I got back to the junkyard, superintendent's office, this fact was really brought home to me. Fool! We told you not to let the suspect out of your sight. My apologies, sir, but I never thought she would run away. Lynn is our angel. This guy sounded a lot like a certain person that I kind of know, but in a way kind of wish to not. I mean, friend. I mean, she's like family to us. Angel, friend, or family, they all run when they have the chance. Do you have any idea how many years it's been since my wife ran away? Okay, that's kind of sad now. I'm very sorry. I have no idea, sir. Humph. You'll never make detective at that rate. Now find Lynn. Yes, sir. If Inspector Cabanella gets word of this, it's all over. So just for kind of reference on that, I know this one guy, who called one of his friends, like, he was like, he was talking about one of his female friends, and he was just like, oh, you know, he was like kind of into her, but he was like, oh no, I'm, you know, I don't want to be like that. I'm like her guardian angel now. It was really weird and really cringe, but I think he's trying to get better now, which is good. But yeah, it was interesting. I'll say that much. Fast backwards says you. I know, right? Like, it was actually super cringe. Like, really not cool. And a lot of my other friends actually did kind of jump on him for that, which is why I think he's kind of learning his lesson now and is trying to change himself. There's a lot about him that really was kind of weird. Not even just the guardian angel thing, but that was definitely something that I think turned a lot of people off of him, if I'm being honest. So, our red-headed detective escaped, did she? But I just barely saved her a few minutes ago. Woo, she's fast. Dude, she just like got saved and she's like, alright, I'm fucking out, lads, and then just like took off.
Basically.
Well, guess I'll look around for leads. The notebook. It's still there. Trick time! Ghost. Close spout lid. What does this do for me? Ah, it's gonna boil. It's gonna steam, isn't it? I assume I can't examine this. Lynn's notebook, sad and forgotten, sits behind the bookshelves. Who could she have been calling on the phone before she hid it here? I wish I could find out. So something's gonna happen with this, probably. But I wanna, like, move this. That old pigeon man. Do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Look at all these precision instruments and complicated devices. What are you doing? Sir, I think maybe this is how Lynn escaped. Through here. But through the trash? Is this Star Wars? She couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator. Oh, I don't know, sir. Lynn is pretty slim. Fool! Don't you know that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? To this day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs. This is really interesting. This is a really interesting take in the game I got of it. I'm very sorry. I had no idea, sir. Humph, you'll never make detective at that rate. Anyway, where's that old pigeon man? Oh, him, sir? He went through the door behind me, sir. It won't open. Apparently that door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir. It is so good. This game has good comedy. These instruments. They're all very suspicious. Sus. You'd better keep your eye on that old man, too. Yes, sir. Trick time. Okay, so can't do anything else along here. We can go this way. Okay, this is interesting. But I want to go into the... I'm gonna just have a quick peek at the basement. I'm just gonna see if there's anything I can do here. Nope, seems not. Seems not. I guess I'll just... It's probably something to do with this, I'm guessing. Can I, like, open it now? Oh, wait, no, I can't. Just pick it up, I guess. Oh, wait, no, he's talking. Never mind. I could swear I just saw this thing move. Don't tell me. Could it be? It sensed the tension between me and the detective and moved to get away from it? That was an unexpected tangent. I'll never make detective at this rate. What I need is some sort of achievement. A feather in my cap. If only I could find a helpful lead that might... That might do the trick. A helpful and blindingly obvious lead is staring you right in the face right now. So do I need to do this again? I guess I do. Trick. Huh? This is Lynn's notebook. It's spread to his very being. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. Oh, cop, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is the ultimate cop. What to do?
The ultimate cop.
What to do? This is a very complicated matter. You forget if her age is mentioned yet. I don't think it has been. What have you got here? What have you got there, even? What, this? Oh, this is, wait a minute. Is that? Yes, sir. It's Lynn's notebook. Notebook, eh? Come to think of it, there is something about that in the report. Something about her looking at her notebook and making a phone call. This must be it. This telephone number with the big circle around it. Aren't you curious to know who she was calling? I am. I really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh, but I don't have any ulterior motive for wanting to know, though. No, sir. No, sir. This number might be an important lead. I'd better check it out. Ooh, time to go into the phone. Trick time. Who's this? Hello? To whom am I speaking, please? Yes, hello. It's like the other Thompson. This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation. Hey, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCaw? Okay. Oh, is that Officer Bailey? What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late. Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier? From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she senses it's about to happen. Did she? It's about to happen. Did she say anything special? No, not really. Is something wrong? Yes, well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. Sus. Very sus. Trace complete. Nice. So now I can go to this place. I'm going to go file a report down at the station. I need you to be vigilant here. Excuse me, detective, but... What is it? That notebook. Would you mind if I gave... Never mind, sir. Get out of here. Get out of here, cop. Go. Just go. Humph. Just stay on your toes. Trick time. Okay. So now we dial. And we check out this KMR2675 place. Now, where's this gonna take us, I wonder? 'Tis a mystery. At least to me, not to a lot of you watching, I'm sure, but to me it is. What's that call all about? I heard you say Lynn. I don't really know if I had to... Oh, wait. I don't really know. If I had to take a guess, though, I would probably say... Something's going on with her. Ha ha ha! The only place in the world where nothing's going on is inside your brain, Bailey. Arg! Oh, he's dead. What is that supposed to mean? He turned into a pirate, then he died. I mean, I know what the words mean. That's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation, putting it in the form of a question. Let's hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know. According to my log, Lynn has been calling here nearly every night as of late. So let's see. This is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? But what exactly is this place? Trick time. So we got a lot of monitors up here. I can't reach them, so I probably need to do a thing where I just wait a little bit. Maybe. Aha! I can't do that yet. There we go. I can do this. Let loose. I see. Hey, what's this? Oh, that? I wrote down my duties for the night so I wouldn't forget any of them. You can't keep them in your head? It's not like you have a ton of duties after all. Use a little brain power. Arg! What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who just said nothing was going on inside my brain? Many ellipses. Didn't think you'd take it in quite that direction. So let's see. This important to-do list of yours. 9. Take prisoner C-38 to the telephone room. Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. 9, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls. Well, we can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules. Aw, poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her. Oh no! I'm in that. Arg! Well, what do you think you're doing? That's my important duties memo. That's okay. I got it all memorized for you. Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know. Aha! Telephone room that's over there. Just make sure you do your job when the time comes. Oh. Oh, I'm back over here. I guess that makes sense. Oh, it's her!
Hello?
Someone was watching the game again, I see.
Yeah.
Lynn?
I'm sorry. I don't have much time. Please let me talk to him.
I'm sorry, Detective. I can't do that tonight.
You can't? But you've always let me talk to him before.
Well, the telephone room is already reserved. That's why.
Oh.
Okay, was that sound I heard? You making a sniffle sound? Or was that, or what, are you just not gonna say it, or like what?
I mean, it was supposed to be.
Oh, okay, well, it did pretty good. Alright, give me another sniffle sound, just make it a little bit louder.
Sniffle.
Well, you don't, Megan.
No,
Come on, make the
it's
sound.
Fine, it's fine. No.
Make the sound, you did it once before.
No.
Okay, fine. By the way, is something going on with you tonight?
What? Why do you ask?
I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago, asking about you.
Oh? Really? Well, I don't think it's anything important. Officer Bailey? Do you think we could keep this call just between us?
Ooh.
Even if only for tonight?
Well,
Oh. Well, I've gotta go. I'll call again tomorrow.
Oh. Chase complete, nice. Now I can go into an alley of some sort. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'd better call the detective division. Hold on there, Bailey! What? Don't tell me you're gonna report that call from Lynn. What else can I do? It's my duty. Just write it down on one of your important to-do lists. And then I can wad it up for you and throw it away. You can get another pirate moment. You mean you want me to keep quiet about it? Well, isn't that what she asked you to do? Well, yes, but tonight is kind of a special case for us. Can't you make it a special exception for my Lynn too? Ah, no, everybody's like gonna be simping for Lynn, aren't they?
Apparently, I kind of forgot about that.
Special case, huh? Alright, you win. New info has been added. Trick time. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me, it's my only night. Lynn is on the other end of that telephone line. I'd better hurry. I also want to read these. Oh, it's new info on me, the mystery man. Apparently Lynn let me a junkyard tonight, and I was trying to make a deal with a mysterious old man. She was arrested on suspicion of my murder. She says she doesn't know me. I know a lot of this I probably don't need to read, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because after spending all that extra time in Subnautica, I feel like I need to read things as they come up. He fell into the junkyard, but with an unfortunate accident. It said new on this one, right? Oh, this is. Oh,
yeah,
oh yes.
you haven't read it after
Tango.
the last death.
That's right. I thought this was the other guy because it ended with the same thing. But met with an unfortunate accident. I like he's just called the other hitman.
Yeah.
The little lady, the valiant pet. I love Missile so much, dude. Missile is such a great character. I'm a member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the Blue Detective. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Apparently his name is Detective Macaw. Nothing new on the blue guy. Detective with the cap. He works under Inspector Cabanella. He's performing a stakeout from the park. An odd man seems to be bothering him. The guardian of the park, nice. There's no other way to describe him, except the man who is bothering the detective with the cap. His mission is apparently to protect the park. That's really interesting. The Pigeon Man. The superintendent of the junkyard. He apparently also lives in the maintenance building. A man who loves and is loved by his pet pigeon. Or at least that's how it appears to be. Is the pigeon gonna die and we're gonna have to, like, revive the pigeon somehow? I feel like that's generally what the game's kind of teaching me. Is that sometimes weird things will die and then we gotta make them come back to life. Most likely, he's the chef of the restaurant. The chicken kitchen. I keep wanting to read that kind of backwards. It like makes me stutter a little bit, like every single time, right? The typical cop. I guess he's one of the policemen investigating my murder. There are so many of them, I can't tell them apart. And this guy, the navy blue square. Aw, that's mean. That's mean to say that. I mean, he is kind of a square, I suppose. I'm not gonna lie. But still. He sits at his desk in some office and appears to be working. These guys all wear the same uniform. I can't tell them apart. Do I want to have a look at new info for any of these places? Here's new info here. Office of the Junkyard's maintenance building. Lynn was supposedly detained by the police here, but she's nowhere to be seen. The Junkyard superintendent apparently lives here too. Yeah, this new place, no data. Right? We'll be going there soon. Is this some kind of office? Men wearing uniforms appear to be working, or maybe not working here. You still really enjoy all the character designs, even the generic ones? All the character designs are really good, yeah. A restaurant that specializes in chicken. It's called the Chicken Kitchen. There's a jovial chef here. I think that might be it for new stuff. Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. The park, where the detective with the cap is performing a stakeout. An odd fellow who claims to be the guardian of the park is here too. Yeah, they are still full personality. It's really neat. Like, this game's doing a really good job with all of the players.
But before you leave,
yes,
I want you to go over to the other side of this office and hit that lever.
I can do that.
Yeah, you gotta wait for him to write another memo.
Okay.
Come on, Bailey. You can do it.
Is he gonna do it, Megan?
He normally does.
Or did I only have one chance?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's something you gotta come back and do later.
I was unsure if I should have asked for that now or later. Well, if I leave and come back, would it maybe be there? Or can I do something with the crumpled paper? No.
No, you might have to come back later, I guess.
Let me just go somewhere and then like come back, because I'm kind of curious. I want to see if maybe it'll like reset it.
Okay.
Because now you have me intrigued. Now you have me really, really intrigued. If not, we'll do it later. But I'm certainly intrigued. Or if need be, I'll just like reset the oh wait, what's this? This new stuff happening? I don't see any customers hungering for chicken tonight. I hear singing coming from the kitchen. La la la. Tonight I'm in love with you, and only you. My darling Miss Chicken, let me shower you with gifts of salt and pepper. La la la. This okay, every character in this game is kind of weird and quirky. And it's great. Oh, Megan, there you go. You got another one you can ban, Megan. Go ahead and do it. Do your business. That was quick. Megan, you're so fast. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. He's not a bad singer. I guess I'd better be going. Okay, I guess we'll just sleep then. Okay, let's go back to the uniformed men's office. Okay, I don't see the paper up there yet. Arg!
It's quite the long pause, but alright.
What's with you all of a sudden? I know, right? That confused me a little bit. I was like, did it freeze or something? What do you think of my quirky behavior? Surprised? Oh no. Is he going like, oh, I'm so quirky?
Perhaps.
Huh? If he is, he's definitely a square. You seem bored, so I thought I'd wake you up. You can call that my gotcha move. What do you think? See, I'm basically this guy right here. If a normal person pulled a move like that, sure, I might be startled. But this is you we're talking about. Oh. Okay. Arrgh! How can you be so insensitive? I was only trying to open up communication between us. I thought... Do your work, Bailey. What a team. Okay, well, I'm glad I came back anyway. That was pretty good. Okay, let's see if he puts a note up. Just gonna move the phone real quick. This might take a moment. Okay, he probably does it again
like
later.
Have to come back later.
Guess.
Yeah.
Okay, just remind me like when we come back before I let loose with that, I guess. Because I assume I'll be able to let loose again if he puts another one up.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay, just before we go on, I just want to point out how... Like, Megan, have you ever gone through a time when you're like, oh, you know, like, oh, quirky, that's really funny. You know, I want to be quirky, right? Have you ever gone through one of those phases?
I can't say I have.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I have either, but I know I definitely used to find random humor, like, really funny. And I feel like there's a certain point when, like, you kind of grow up... okay, so some quirky humor can be funny. This game has its quirky moments and characters. It's funny, right? I love it. But there are so many people out there that think quirky, just quirky in general is, like, quirky and random is really funny, right? I don't personally think it is most of the time, you know? Maybe hot take, maybe not. But I don't know, random quirky humor, not real funny. Usually pretty cringe. Megan, thoughts?
Yeah, I'd say I have probably same thoughts that you do. It does seem pretty cringe.
That can be good. Once again, it can be good. I'm not saying it's always cringe, but a lot of people don't know how to do it correct, it seems, you know? Let's see, Basssucker says, there's just so much here. I played this game quite a number of times, but I think I remember reading about a surprising number of interactions. If you go back to places when you're not supposed to. See, that's kind of what I've been tempted to do, right? Because it's like, there's so many places here, like, what if I go back to the park? Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm going back to the park. You know, we're having fun. We're having fun here, you know? Megan, are you having fun?
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Why do you sound like you're being held hostage?
I'm not?
I'm kidding. It's just like, yeah, I'm having fun. The entrance
Sorry.
The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. The sad voice of a young man drifts over to me on the breeze. Humph. I suddenly feel so all alone. Yeah, he was a pain in the neck, but now that he's gone, I feel almost like I've been abandoned by the gods. He's a complicated young man. Like, I'm pretty glad, actually. Yeah, I should do this more often, just, like, go back to places. Like, fuck it, you know what? What's Missile up to? I want to see what Missile's up to. No! That's right, the phone did die, I guess. The line doesn't seem to be working. Guess I can't go there right now. I know Miss. Is she working? Wait a minute. That's not. Wait. What are these guys up to? Are they doing a thing? None seem to be working. Okay. Is she working on a novel? Is she back to working on a novel? A lot of it kind of.
You're gonna make me read more of it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am.
Oh.
Yeah, she is. Yes. It looks like the novelist is still taken up with her prime minister. The atmosphere is so thick in this room. It's enough to make your eyes smart. Never heard that before, but alright. I think I'd better leave before this air suffocates me. Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna wait a moment and just see. If it pops up, I'm gonna try to head my butt over there. Because I need to read. Well, more specifically, get you to read, I guess. But yeah, I agree. A lot of it comes down to effort, right? Like, you can... Yeah. I don't know. Like with quirky, random humor. The more effort you put in, the funnier. But if you just have someone going like, oh, you know, banana XD, then it's not really all that funny, right? It's like, oh man, I'm so quirky and random. Aren't I so funny? It's more of a British expression. Okay, that makes sense. 50 Shades of Red. Although to be fair, I think red is a safe word in 50 Shades of Grey. Probably is. I never read that book. Megan, have you read a lot of books?
No, but I never went into that territory.
No, okay, that's fair. I do want to watch the movies at some point. I think watching the movies would be maybe a fun, like, watch along or something. I think it'd be entertaining. Is that a golden gun? Oh, is she dead again? Are you serious? Already?
Oh.
You know, it was originally Twilight fan fiction. I didn't know that, actually. I thought it was really interesting when I learned that. Go ahead, Megan.
Yeah, I did hear about that as well.
Yeah, like, it's really interesting, right? It goes to show you. Even if you're just a fanfic writer, you can actually go on to make tons of money writing actual books. Even if they're not good. You know, even if they're bad. You know? Now, I don't know if the books are good. I don't know if 50 Shades of Grey is a good book or not. I have absolutely no clue. But I hear the movies are pretty meh, not really super great. Lynn? Lynn! Oh, why couldn't it have been me instead? I'm no use as a police officer. It should have been me. It looks like she's dead. We'd better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? I think my throat's starting to get a little bit sore now.
It has been a lot of yelling.
Watch a video about how the first 50 Shades wasn't the worst movie ever if you discount the stuff forced into the source material. Because the author had allowed to swear over the movies. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting, that is interesting. Hey, excuse me, mister. You talking to me? This room. There aren't any other exits besides this one, are there? Do you see one? Huh? Then how did... We must have one of those mysterious locked room murder cases on our hands. One of those cases where the murderer vanishes into thin air in a vacuum. Just go find a real detective. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir. Alright, excellent. What a terrible turn of events. So now a locked room murder, eh? These things never get dull for our redhead. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around at the thought of a mystery. But no mysteries for me. Not when I can rewind time and talk to the victim herself. Guess it's time to go back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes. So remember when I said 2 or 3? Knowing that there's 15 chapters, I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe Maybe like 8 more times she'll die. You know, now I'm starting to get that vibe. In terms of filmmaking and all that, and the changes that were allowed to be made, did it make it better? Okay, interesting, interesting. Guess it's time to go back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes. Trick time.
I guess we'll just have to see if you're right by the end of the game.
It's long, man. It has to be a lot. It has to be a lot, right? Now, with a game this long with this many chapters, it has to be a lot.
Haha, I died again.
I thought you'd be a little more grave under the circumstances.
Yeah, well, this is the 3rd time after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think?
Frankly, the way her mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. So what happened this time? Who shot you?
I don't know.
What?
I'd like to know, myself, who could have done it. Who shot me?
What are you asking me for? Oh boy. Guess I'll just have to go find out for myself.
Okay, you just go do that. Hurry along now.
I get the distinct impression I'm being used here. Okay, looks like it's time to go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. It's happening a bit sooner than I thought it would, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of forgot it was this soon.